Hello and welcome, everyone. I am not the skeptically skeptical skeptic because I changed my name to theological issues and yeah. Anyways, today we will be analyzing the Quran, Surah 1 or Chapter 1, however you want to call it. I'm just going to be referring to them as chapters and verses because it's easier for me to remember. And yeah, we're just going to be doing, and I'm not going to be doing videos on a daily basis because, as you can see, it's been like 2 weeks since my last video. Really long time. So I probably won't take that long for my next upload. I'm just being really, really lazy. And yeah, and it turns out chapter 1 of the Quran is actually really, really short. So it's not gonna take that long for this video. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting. The Quran is epic, full of inconsistencies, contradictions, scientific errors in general. It's gonna be fun. And yeah, so let's get on with it, I guess. We're gonna start off with chapter 1 of the Quran, which is known as the opening. So it's gonna be interesting. Anyways, let's begin. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Okay, wait, before I go on any further, we already have an inconsistency. Right with the opening of the Quran, we have an inconsistency. Actually, two inconsistencies. But yeah, the first one I want to point out is who is the author of the Quran? Because our Muslims believe that Allah is the author of the Quran, as we all already know. But the first surah or chapter, however you want to call it, the opening or Fatiha, however the hell you pronounce that, is clearly a prayer addressed to Allah, because on other passages clearly could not have been authored by Allah, like such as chapter 6 verses 104, or chapter 6 verse 114, or chapter 37 164 to 6, or chapter 51 verse 50, or chapter 84 verse 16, which by the way says, I swear by the afterglow of sunset. Okay, so now there's several verses within this Quran which clearly could not have been authored by Allah, which is a massive issue. It contradicts their beliefs that Allah kind of authored the Quran. And the second inconsistency I want to bring up is Allah kind and merciful? Because there are several verses which state, yes, of course, Allah is God, He is loving, He is beneficent, He is merciful, kind, such as chapter 1, verse 1 and 3, which state, in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. Chapter 2, verse 37 and 54, which state, He is the Relenting, the Merciful. And chapter 2, verses 128, which state, Thou, only Thou art the Relenting, the Merciful. And even chapter 2, verse 143, which says, For Allah is full of pity, merciful toward mankind. And chapter 2, verse 160, which says, I am the Relenting, the Merciful. And chapter 2, verse 173, 182, 192, 199, and 218, which all say Allah is forgiving and merciful. Now, clearly, all these verses say that Allah is merciful, He is kind, He is beneficent, He is relenting, He is loving, He is all that good stuff. But now, if you take a look at other parts of the Quran, it conflicts with all these things that about Allah. It says He's not kind, is not merciful, which directly conflicts and contradicts these verses which I've just read. So I'm just gonna read out the ones which suggest the opposite, that Allah is not kind and merciful. Now let's take a look at chapter 2, verse 7. Allah hath sealed their hearing and their hearts, and on their eyes there is a covering. And chapter 2, verse 17, Allah taketh away their light and leaveth them in darkness, where they cannot see. And chapter 4, verse 56, those who disbelieve our revelations, we shall expose them to the fire. As often as their skins are consumed, we shall exchange them for fresh skins, where they may taste the torment. And chapter 4, verse 168 to 9, which states, Lo, those who disbelieve and deal wrong, Allah will never forgive them, neither will He guide them unto a road, except the road of hell, wherein they will abide forever, and that is ever easy for Allah. And chapter 5, verse 33, which says, The only reward of those who make war upon Allah and His Messenger, and strive after corruption in the land, will be that they will be killed or crucified, or have their hands and feet on alternate sides cut off, or will be expelled out of the land such will be their degradation in the world. And in the hereafter, theirs will be an awful doom. And chapter 7, verse 50 says, and the dwellers of the fire cry out unto the dwellers of the garden, pour on us some water, or some wherewith Allah hath provided you. They say, lo, Allah hath forbidden both to disbelievers in his guidance. Clearly, all the several verses which I have just read suggest the complete opposite of the previous verses I read, that Allah is not kind and merciful. So the Quran conflicts in two issues in the very first sentence, which is not a good start. It's just really not a good start. Anyways, let's start. Let's continue. Sorry. Okay. So, praise be to Allah, Lord of the worlds. Okay. So, by using the phrase "Lord of the worlds," is the Quran maybe acknowledging the existence of other solar systems, planets, Earth-like worlds? Pretty good start, actually. It's interesting. And the beneficent and merciful, master of the day of judgment, thee alone we worship, thee alone we ask for help. Show us the straight path, the path of those whom thou hast favored, not the path of those who earn thine anger, nor of those who go astray. Okay, so those whom Allah has favored and those who earn Allah's anger and those who go astray are basically Muslims, Jews, and Christians respectively. And yeah, that's about it for this chapter or surah, whatever the hell. I'm just gonna be calling them chapters from now on. So yeah, that was interesting. It was epic. Basically just a random prayer, I guess, or yeah, just a bunch of praises and prayers for the first chapter. It was good. And yeah. Okay, so that's about it. Actually, this is probably like what? Okay, wait. This is gonna be probably the shortest video of my Quran series because I've taken a look at chapter 2. It is really long. And no, sorry, I mean long. Like damn, the second chapter has like I think 300 verses, and the first chapter has like 7 verses. So that's interesting. Anyways, that's it. I forgot my outro. I should have had a script. Anyways, hello everyone. I am not the skeptically skeptical skeptic. I am theological issues, and yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and click that notification bell because I hope to see you in the next video.